Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Greedy Tech, and in this video I'll be showing you the most important tips and tricks for your Huawei Y9 Prime. First, I want to start off with my favorite thing about this phone, that would be the navigation gestures. By the way guys, I'll be making a dedicated video for the best features where I'll be showing you all the features offered by this phone, so definitely check out that video, link will be in the description. Now let's go back to the navigation gestures. So to enable that, you need to go to System Settings, then select System Navigation, and select the first option, Gestures. Now if you want a quick tutorial, you can also go to Settings and see the tutorial over here, but here's a quick preview. You can swipe from the right side or left side to go back a step. You can swipe from the center of the bottom edge to go home, and you can swipe and hold for recent apps. So these are your recent applications. Now to trigger Google Assistant in this mode, you can swipe from the right side corner of the bottom edge or the left side corner in this way. So that's Google Assistant. So this is personally my favorite way of navigating throughout the phone in Huawei and Honor phones. Next, we can also trigger Google Assistant with the power button. To enable that, you need to go to Smart Assistant, then select Motion Control. Now select the first option, Google Assistant, and just make sure you enable this toggle. Once it is enabled, you can press and hold the power button to trigger Google Assistant. There you go. Now if you press and hold it for 3 seconds or more, you will get the power options. There you go.
I'm better at finding information.
Yeah, I know. Now let's look at the camera related features. Now this phone has a triple camera setup, that's to an AI triple camera, so you get a dedicated AI mode at the top. Now AI mode just makes the colors look a bit more saturated. I didn't notice any major difference, so I would recommend you not to use it at all. Now by default, whenever you open the camera application, it takes you to the primary camera. If you want to use the wide angle camera, you have a little toggle over here, just click it, and now we are using the wide angle camera. So you can pinch in to switch to the primary camera and pinch out to switch to the wide angle camera. It's a nice gesture. Now if we go to portrait mode, there's something that you should definitely know. Now over here we have a toggle, and using that we can change the background shapes in a portrait shot. This is something you should definitely check out. Next, we have a dedicated night mode to take better pictures in low lighting conditions. If the default results aren't according to your preference, you can also manually adjust the ISO levels and shutter speed by using these toggles over here. Next, we have aperture mode. Now the regular portrait mode works only on humans. Like if your phone can't detect a face in the frame, it will not give you a background blur effect. But let's say if you want to take a portrait shot of, say, let this truck, then you have to use the aperture mode. Now if you take a picture in aperture mode, even after taking the picture, you can change the focus point and the amount of background blur effect you want. So that's a pretty cool feature. Now even for the front camera, you have a dedicated AI mode. Once again, it just makes colors look a bit more saturated. So if you want a more natural look, I suggest you to disable it. Now in this phone, we also have something called AR lens, which many people might not know. So here it is. And with this, we get all this cool stuff. So with AR lens, we can get all these cool effects just to make your selfie game a little popped up. And you also have AR stickers, which can be pretty funny. So definitely check them out. Next, we have some camera shortcuts. For that, go to settings over here. First, we have audio control. Now once you enable it, you can just say cheese to take a picture. Cheese. As you can see, it took a picture. Now it also works for front camera as well. Now let me just enable that for front camera. Now whenever I say cheese, it takes a picture. Next, we have smile capture. So once you enable it, every time your phone sees you smiling, it takes a picture automatically. So there you go. That's smile capture. Next, we have gesture control. Just enable it and show your palm to your phone, and your phone takes a picture in 2 seconds. It's pretty handy to take selfies, especially group selfies. There you go. So guys, those are some quick camera gestures. Now I'm going to show you some fingerprint related gestures. So to enable that, go to settings. Now once you're in settings, select security. Now over here, select fingerprint ID. Now these are all the gestures we have. My favorite one is the first one over here and the fourth one over here. So first, we can take pictures using the fingerprint scanner. So I can just touch the fingerprint scanner to take a picture. There you go. Now it's better to show it with the rear camera. I can just touch the fingerprint scanner to take a picture. There you go. Next, we can also start and stop video recording with the fingerprint scanner. Now I'm going to touch it. I'm in the fingerprint scanner. Now I'm going to touch it again to stop video recording. So it's a pretty cool feature. Now once you enable this particular toggle, we can pull down the notification bar using the fingerprint scanner. Now I've already enabled it. Now I can just do a swipe down gesture to pull down the notification bar. If you don't have any notifications, then it will directly show you the notification toggles. Now to send it back, I can do a swipe up gesture like that. So here we go, swipe down and swipe up. So these are the two things that I would definitely recommend you to turn on. Next, we can also answer calls with the fingerprint scanner, even stop alarms and timers using the fingerprint scanner by using these two options. Finally, even in the gallery application, you can use the fingerprint scanner to check out other images. Here's a quick preview. Now this is the gallery. Now to switch to other photos, I can just swipe left or right on the fingerprint scanner. So guys, these are the fingerprint gestures. Now I'm going to show you how you can use split screen mode on this phone. Now if you want to open split screen mode, there are multiple ways to do it. First one is by pressing this recent apps button. Just press and hold it and the current application will open in the top window, and then you can select the secondary application from the list over here. So I'm going to open YouTube. Now you can resize these windows as well. Now another way to open split screen mode is first to go to the recent apps page, then click this button over here. Once you do that, that application will open in the top window, and once again you can select the secondary application from the list over here. Now when I try to open something like say phone dialer, it simply stops. We get an error saying app doesn't support split screen mode. So to fix that, this is what you need to do. First go to settings, then scroll to the bottom, select system. Now select about phone. Now click on build number 7 times. Once you do that, developer options will be enabled. Now go back a step and over here we have developer options. Just select that and scroll all the way to the bottom and enable this toggle force activities to be resizable. Just do that and restart your phone and you will be able to use all applications in split screen mode. This is something I would definitely recommend you to do. Next, if you want to display the battery percentage on the status bar, just go to settings, then select battery. Now over here select battery percentage. Now select next to battery icon. Now you can clearly see the battery percentage beside the battery icon. In the same way, if you want to display the network usage on the status bar, you need to go to settings, then select display. Now select more display options and make sure you enable this particular toggle. Once you enable it, you can check out the network usage on the status bar. Next, if you want to record calls automatically on your phone, this is what you need to do. Open the phone dialer, now click this button, then go to settings. Now once you're here, select auto record calls and just enable this toggle. Once you do that, all the calls will be recorded automatically on your phone. Now this feature is available in India but might not be available in other countries. So if you can't find this feature, try using any third-party application. Next we have some lock screen shortcuts. Now this is your lock screen and if you swipe from the bottom, we have some quick shortcuts. First we have voice recorder followed by calculator, a quick toggle for torch. There you go, that's the torch. Next we have a timer and finally high vision, which can be used to search for things by using your camera application. Next, this one also has a pretty unique feature called high vision. If you have anything on the screen, whether it's a picture or whether you're browsing, if you have anything on the screen that you want to search for, just touch the screen with 2 fingers and you'll see some magic happening. So this is high touch. I didn't configure it yet. So once it has been configured, it'll give you search results just like high vision. Now for some reason, if this doesn't work for you, you need to go to settings to enable it. Just go to settings, then select smart assistant. From here we have high touch. Just enable high touch and touch your screen with 2 fingers. Just long press them to search for anything on your screen. So once again we have these results. Now going on next, if you want to change your default launcher, default browser or anything like that, you need to first go to apps, then select default apps. Now from here you can change your default launcher to something like Nova Launcher. Now whenever I press the home button, it takes me to the Nova Launcher. Now this is the Nova Launcher. So if you want to change your default launcher, you need to come to default apps. In the same way, you can change your default phone dialer, default SMS application, default browser, default gallery application and so on. Now for the final tip, I would suggest you not to use Face Unlock feature on this phone at all. Face Unlock works really well on this phone, but the pop-up camera is super slow. It sounds annoying and it is super slow and it's not worth the wait. So I would suggest you to use the fingerprint scanner instead, which is definitely way faster than the Face Unlock feature. So guys, these are the most important tips and tricks for your Huawei Y9 Prime. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from Greedy Tech signing off. Have a nice day.